This is a fun Consumer Confidential on our Monday. They're all fun, but this one in particular.
David Lazarus is here, and X marks the spot for Twitter.
Oh, well said, and that is indeed the case. If you got up this morning and logged on to Twitter, you might have noticed a big change. Gone is the blue bird that has been the logo of this site for 17 years, replaced by, as you see there, a big X, an ominous X, you could say. Not like X-Men. I'm not quite clear what the X is for, except for the fact that Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, really digs the letter X. Think SpaceX. Think Tesla Model X. Think of the fact that he named one of his kids X, for goodness sake. This man likes X's, so he is now rebranding Twitter as X. What does that mean? Well, it means if you're going to tweet, you're going to send out zeets, as in X-E-E-T, and then you can rezeet other people's zeets, I guess. And this is all part of what he's calling a reinvention of the site, or as new CEO Linda Yaccarino says, it's a second chance for Twitter. The idea here is to reinvigorate it and turn Twitter into an everything app where you're not just doing tweets or zeets, sorry, but you'll also be handling e-commerce, paying your bills, doing some banking. Basically, Elon Musk sees it as a Swiss Army knife. Good luck with that. Branding experts are looking at this and thinking, what? Now, the thing here is Twitter is a very famous brand, but it also has achieved the holy grail of marketing, and that is it's turned into a verb. As with Googling something, you tweet something. You can't buy that. That is something that every marketer dreams of, is transitioning into a verb, and now that's being thrown away. Moreover, all the goodwill that Twitter might have enjoyed once upon a time is also being abandoned for the reinvention to X. And here's the thing that really makes it a head scratcher, and that's the fact that Twitter loses money. And so its most valuable assets right now are its brand and its logo. Musk is getting rid of both of those, starting afresh. Now, this all might work out. It's not as though Musk, is a complete goofball about this kind of thing. Look at Tesla, a very successful company that literally pioneered the EV market. At the same time, reinventing Twitter in this fashion, it raises questions as to where is he taking this site, and will anybody go along with him when he gets there?
And right around the same time as this whole Threads thing, it's like too much change.
I've spent the last 24 hours on Threads, giving it a try. It's nice. There's a little more congenial vibe there, but at the same time, it doesn't have the functionality of Twitter. It still has a long way to go till it catches up.
Yeah. And now, what everyone's still talking about, the Barbie movie. It was a huge hit, but some of the dolls of Barbie history are flops.
There have been flops, but let's put some context on this. Barbie, in her 64 years of existence, has had over 200 jobs. Yes. President Barbie, Techno Barbie, Astronaut Barbie, CEO Barbie. Barbie gets around. She's a very successful woman. But not all things Barbie have been a huge hit. Now, I haven't seen the Barbie movie yet, like these two here at the desk, but some of these things I'm about to mention, they do get referenced in the film. Let's run some of them. For instance, Midge. You're looking at her right there. That's Barbie's pregnant pal. That didn't go over well with a lot of parents, to be sure, and it had some troubles catching on. And the fact that how did she get pregnant was always a question. And the answer to that is apparently Alan. Alan is in the movie. That's Ken's friend. According to Barbie lore, it was Alan who put Midge in a family way, but not to worry, folks, because he eventually married her, so made an honest woman out of Midge.
Wait, Midge and Alan are married?
That's according to the thing, that they are
That's
a couple.
Alan?
That's Alan.
That's Alan. Look at them. That's a happy family right there, I guess. And then there's Tanner, Barbie's dog. There's Tanner. Now, Tanner, what makes him interesting is he can poop.
Oh, yeah.
And not just that, but Barbie can then clean it up with her Barbie pooper scooper, which had to get recalled by safety authorities because the magnets in the pooper scooper could come loose, thus posing a choking hazard to children, leaving Tanner's little things all over the floor, which is kind of an issue, I guess, all things considered. Don't forget Skipper. I mean, as a young boy, I thought Skipper was fascinating. You turn the arm and her breasts get bigger. I don't know if girls dug that, but small boys are thinking, this is amazing. Look at this. But then this one isn't referenced in the movie at all, but this is perhaps the greatest misfire of them all. A dark-skinned Barbie that was sold, I'm not making this up, as Oreo Barbie. And you gotta wonder which focus group said, that sounds fine, that works for me. Needless to say, Oreo Barbie never quite caught on and is now consigned to the dust heap of toy history.
But thankfully, there's so much diversity in all of the Barbie dolls.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah.
Barbie is an extremely inclusive toy, which is a very good thing. Also, Barbie, despite her anatomical amazement, it has become more body positive and more realistic in how she looks, and so all of those are good things too. I still can't get over Oreo Barbie and the mere fact that Midge had such a troubled background.
Yeah.
Luckily, Alan
When are you
stepped
going to
up.
see the movie?
Oh, as soon as I can. Although I got to admit,
Yeah,
Oppenheimer a little bit higher on my list of to-do things.
But David, I always wish my Barbies didn't have that smile, like, you know, like they were always like, ooh, like in everything,
Definitely.
you know? And the scenarios I played as a child were not always happy. So I was like, she's still smiling and something bad just happened.
Oh, you
True.
love the movie.
I accidentally lit my Barbie's hair on fire because I had the
You made a weird Barbie.
The day glow. That was another discontinued one, the night and day or the glow up one. And I was holding it up to the light bulb
But-
to get it to
it
like be
was
brighter.
flammable.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
it
to-
caught on.
But I don't think girls do this, but guys like me who played with G.I. Joes, we would like tape firecrackers to the dolls and put them in real war zones.
Oh,
I don't think
boy.
you did that with Barbie.
No.
No, we definitely
I
did
don't
not.
know. I keep raising my arm and it's not working.